April 9th, 2021. Looking at two different stocks, ASO and Fubo. Looking to go long on both. I'll share my pre-market plan. On ASO, we had a target of 35. There was a resistance at 32.5. I was looking for the market to break that resistance and retest, take the 30 strike, and get in to take it up to $35. Fubo had a resistance at 23, pretty strong resistance. I was looking for the market to break that resistance, retest, and take it to $24. That was my target. The reason why I was looking at these two is because ASO had rose 6.7% in the pre-market. JP Morgan Chase put on sale about 9 million shares of Academy Sports after Wednesday's close at $28.80. And then Fubo rose 6% pre-market after the company announced it acquired exclusive streaming rights to the Qatar World Cup 2022 qualifying matches of the South American Football Confederation. So typically what I like to do, and I learned this from a guy named Stephen Kaut, the Trade War, I like to take stocks that have good news or really good earnings, and what's gapped up in pre-market a good amount. So 6% is a pretty good amount of gap. I want to see good price action during the pre-market, so I don't want to see a gap up and then crash. I want to see a gap up and either maintain or gap up and continue climbing. And then when the market opens, I want to see that stock hold those gains. And if it can hold those gains, it gives us a good indication that it might make a higher move to the upside. So let's go over ASO first because that was pretty quick. I didn't trade it. Alright. Alright. So ASO. So I'm trading off the 1 minute chart. I use the 4 hour, 2 hour, and 1 hour as charts to verify the time frame continuity. So meaning I will not take a trade on this 1 minute unless all three of these charts align with what I want to take a trade on. So for instance, if I want to go long, I need a green bar on the 1, a green bar on the 2, and a green bar on the 4 before I can go long on the 1 minute. I learned that from a group called The Strat by some guy named Rob. You can look it up on Twitter. They're all over the place. So yeah, I like the time frame continuity. It helps with my trades. So we see here at the market open, it kind of just crashed down through this resistance. So I had a little support here, had a little support here. It crashed down through this, crashed down through that. So I didn't even look at it. Come 11 o'clock, we did start to see some movement to the upside. By that time, I was already done trading, so I didn't even bother with it. So Fubo, this is what I took a trade on. So we ended up having a time frame continuity. It crashed down and market open, but it came across that support and it went through the support on the 1 minute, but when it came back above, made that higher high, higher low, went above this resistance, higher high, higher low, went above this resistance. I want to say I got in, remember we said that resistance was at 23, and that's the resistance I was watching. I want to say I got in here. And looking back on this, I was talking about this earlier. I probably should wait until it comes down a little more, but it's something I'm gonna have to test out. And that's another reason I'm making these videos, so I can do recaps and study my trades. So I got in here and I took it up to here, 24, my target. Now I only ended up making a good 30% off of this trade, but see, it went much higher. I want to say 25-20, 25-30. How I held on all the way up there, like a 300% gain, but I didn't hold on. So, yep. So I ended up getting out. So we had that break of resistance at 23, pull back to support, and boom, took off. Now, if you notice on this chart, I think at this point here, I drew this trend line in, and it kept bouncing off of it, bouncing off of it, bouncing off of it until it crashed through it. Let's see. So at that point, you could have been like, might be time to get out of this trade up here. But I got out at my target because my initial target was $24. So I didn't stay in all the way. And then I always check out the SPY, which is the S&P. So I had my time frame continuity. Everything was lining up. I got in pretty good at this one. I want to say I got in, so it broke this resistance, retested. I got in here, and I got out on this candle. Only made, I think, 12% on this one. So, yeah, didn't do as good as I wanted, but hey, I made some money. So, that was my SPY trade, and as you see, green, 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 gives you an indication that, okay, we could take this long because the higher time frames biases are bullish. Broke resistance, retested, took it up, and I saw that kind of pushing down. I'm gonna just get out. I'm not gonna bother with it. I got out pretty much right in time because moments later it went down. But if you're watching today, towards the end of the day, it started shooting back up again. Yeah, so we got that good push up towards the end of the day. If you trade all session, probably could have made a good chunk of change. However, I like to try to be done by noon. I don't like to trade all day. So, if you're a long-term investor, swing trader, something like that, it might work for you. But I'm a day trader. I like to be in and out, make my money, and quit for the day. But other than that, yeah, that was pretty much my day. The first day I've recorded. There'll be more to come. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a video after each session. So today my focuses were ASO and Fubo. So see you Monday.